So today we want to look at the difference between factor and multiple and distinguish between the two of those. I'll give some examples, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll understand these two key terms a lot better. Factors are the two numbers that are being multiplied in order to get a product. Now, a multiple, it is the product of the two given factors. So let's look at the number 6. When we write the factors for 6, if you do it in this way, in writing them out, when you finish you'll have them in sequential order. So what times 6 is 6? 1 times 6. Is there anything times 2? Sure, 2 times 3 is 6. Now keep going and let's see if there's any other factors. Is there anything times 4 that will equal 6? No. What about times 5? No, right? So when you get to 6, you're back to 6, and of course we already have 6 listed as a factor. So there's no reason to go further. So these are your factors of 6, and they're written in order. 1, 2, 3, and 6. All right, so now let's look at a larger number. Let's look at 18. When we list the factors for 18, we still want to start with the same, starting with number 1. Let's list, starting with 1, all the factors for 18. 1 times 18. 2. 2 times what? 2 times 9. Is there anything times 3? Sure. 3 times 6. What about 4? 4 times anything? Not anything times 4, is there? What about 5? 5 times anything to get to 18? No. What about 6? Sure. 6. 6 times 3, but it's already listed, you see? So here are all the numbers that are factors for 18, and if you were to rewrite those, you could pull this together and they would be in order. Okay. So let's look at the number 32. When we list the factors for 32, we'll start in the same way. Always start with 1. 1 times 32. 2. 2 times what? Well, we know that 2 times 15 is 30. 2 times 16 is 32. Anything times 3? Times 3. 3 times 10 is 30, and 3 times 11 goes over, it's 33. So we're not going to use 3 as a factor. What about times 4? 4. Oh, 4 times 8. Yeah, so when you know your multiplication facts, this really helps you out. What about times 5? Anything times 5? No. What about times 6? Anything times 6? No. What about 7? No. And when you get to 8, it's already listed. Okay? So here are all your factors for 32, and they're listed in order from least to greatest. Now, let's take a look more at multiples. All right, so now let's take a look at multiples. A multiple is the actual product of two factors. So let's give an example. Let's start with 6. Okay, so we could continue on because actually if you multiplied 6 and you continued times 7 times 8, it's really infinite. You could continue on into the millions and find multiples of 6. Here are the multiples that we've written so far of 6. So you may notice that when you are listing out multiples, this is just skip counting. And so you don't have to write them out like this. You can just actually do your skip counting like this and list them out in this way. And it goes a lot faster. You might be asked the question, is 43 a multiple of 6? So in order to determine that, you might want to continue your pattern to at least get up to that point of 43. So let's continue on. So now we've passed 43, haven't we? So 43 is somewhere in between here. So could we answer the question, is 43 a multiple of 6? It's not, is it? 42 is a multiple, 48 is a multiple, but not 43, 44, 45, 46, or 47. Okay, so just continue the pattern out past the number that you're asked to determine whether it is a multiple or not, and you'll be able to see that. So in this example, it says to select all the multiples of 9. Remember, the definition or the meaning of multiple is the multiples are the actual products. And so when you have a factor such as 9, you need to multiply it times another factor in order to get to one of these multiples. So what times 9 is 62? Well, we know that 9 times 7 is 63, so this is not going to work. Is there something times 9 that equals 54? 9 times 6. So here's one that we would select. 39. Although this has a 9 in the actual answer here, 30 with a 9, it's not a multiple of 9. There's no way to multiply 9 to get to 39. So this is not correct. Is 9 a multiple of 9? Absolutely. Absolutely. 1 times 9. Okay. And then what about 28? It's close, isn't it? But 9 times 3 is 27. So here's your last one that is actually a multiple of 9. I hope this video helped you. Let's just quickly recap. Multiples are the actual products of factors, and it's like skip counting. Skip counting like with 5, 10, 15, 20, and so forth. Factors are the two numbers that you multiply to get to a particular number. 1 times 10, these two numbers are the factors of 10. Also, 2 times 5. And in this video, I showed you how to write them out in sequential order by saying 1 times 10 and 2 times 5, so that they're placed in order from least to greatest. But either way, you know that these are the factors for the number 10. I hope this video has helped you in determining the difference between multiples and factors. Thanks for watching.